So today we're going to make more of these Oreo desserts. I'm going to make one for the chocolate Oreo Cobblers. First, I preheat the oven for 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Make sure the oven will be nice and hot. You're going to take 8-inch square pan lined with aluminum foil for easy cleanup. Then spray it with non-stick cooking spray with butter and set it aside. And what I have in the large bowl, we're going to combine 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Go with white sugar. This is about half a cup of granulated sugar. I just already put in 1 tablespoon of baking powder and a half a teaspoon of kosher salt. Now you're going to put in 1/4 cup plus 3 tablespoons of natural unsweetened cocoa. I'm starting with 3 tablespoons, can go first, of this cocoa. And we're just going to give this a stir with a wire whisk. You could make a little well into the center after you just stir around with a whisk. I'm going to pour 3/4 cup of whole milk, 8 tablespoons of melted butter, and 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. Then you just want to keep stirring to make a really nice cake batter. Right, this might be a look thinner of those batter. Let's move this whisk. I'm going to switch it to these with the rubber spatula from this whisk. Might be almost really thin batter. I'm going to begin with 10 of those Oreo cookies that I usually chop it into a food processor that I pulse it one by one. You need to get 20 of those Oreo cookies. You're going to do in half of those about 10 Oreo cookies to begin with. We're going to put these right in here, really thin batter. Just going to fold it in. And you can see these batters so thin after I whisk it over. And look at all these, little chunks of these Oreo cookies. So we just fold into it. We're going to set this for a moment. So in a separate bowl, I just plop it in here for 1 cup of firmly packed light or dark brown sugar. I do it by for half or 2 times. I'm using for the dark brown sugar, it's going to be a good caramelized. And I'm going to finish the rest of the cocoa, remaining for the 1/4 cup. Then you want to break it over using with the pastry blender, or you could do it by hands as well. And I have brewing the coffee into the coffee maker. I'm going to put that right in the end. Chocolate needs lots and lots of coffee. It's giving it a good taste. Alright, this is my returns into here for the chocolate sugar after I break it with the pastry blender. And now we're going to assemble. Let's put this batter has folded with Oreos right into the prepared pan. And this cake batter might be a little thinner. I'm going to go get these off of here with the rubber spatula. I'm going to spread it around on the edges. But this might be a thin batter, and you can go ahead and use it with the back of a spoon to smear that evenly. Might be a lot easier. Now I'm going to sprinkle some chocolate sugar right on top like cake batter. Sprinkle that. It has to be for the molting for the chocolate right inside. It's just like it for the chocolate lava cake. And you can see how lots of that for chocolate sugar. I'm just going to dump it right in. You can give this with a spoon to smooth that over. And I'm going to pour 1.5 cups of hot water. Make sure the water is boiled. Or you can also try one like I'm using for the hot brewed coffee. I'm going to slowly pour it in right onto the chocolate sugar. Do not stir. The coffee gives a strong flavor, and the chocolate loves to have with coffee. Hope it's going to be good. Alright, once you're done assemble, you're going to place it onto the cookie sheet lined with parchment paper to easy carry, just in case that will dissolve into the chocolate syrup. It comes from the bubbles up just a little bit. Also prevents from splodges. Now you're going to put this in the oven for 350 degrees and we're going to bake it for 40 to 45 minutes. Make sure to watch carefully and keep an eye on it in the oven. It looks done. After it's been 40 to 45 minutes, I took it out of the oven and I quickly sprinkled some more of the chopped Oreos, 10 more of that while still hot. I'm going to put this on a wire rack and let it set for 15 minutes at room temperature. Alright, once that cool or set for after 15 minutes, and just going to give this for a little check. And I'm probably sure it's going to be molten inside, just like for a lava cake with the Oreos. Ooh, and here's the one. You can drizzle with the chocolate sauce right on top of that. And I like to give this for the scoop that I made up for homemade Oreo ice cream that I just put out for the previous video. I like to give this more garnishing of the Oreo cookies. That's gonna be good presentations. And here's what I finished. Chocolate Oreo cobblers. If you're interested for more recipes, write down in the comments below if you want to say something. Make sure to view always watch before sharing. Subscribe to my channel. Click the bell to see all notifications about the new videos and the latest video. As always, I hope you guys enjoy for the delicious chocolate Oreo cobbler. I forgot to tell you, these Oreo cobblers just like a chocolate lava cake, it just tastes like. And this one, I can give you guys to show you, might be a closer look. Look at all these turns into a chocolate sauce. I hope it's gonna be Oreo-licious. Chocolate Oreo cobbler.